everybody, and welcome to LK Lifestyles. This is Laura. Today we're going to be using the sous vide function on our Instant Pot Duo Crisp and Air Fryer to make a flank steak. And right now this flank steak doesn't really look like much, but I've had it marinating for a couple of hours in my refrigerator with some ingredients that I'll leave in the description below. It's basically some coconut aminos and some toasted sesame oil. And we're going to back seal it in this food saver bag and use the food saver model that I have here. It's kind of an older model. I actually couldn't tell you what it is. And once we're going to get this started here by pressing the sous vide function, we're going to set it for 2.5 hours at 132 degrees Fahrenheit and press start. The water level is almost full in the pot, and it does take a solid 40 minutes to heat up. While we're waiting for the Instant Pot to heat up, I'm going to pat the marinade off of the steak as much as I can, because when you are back sealing something, you just don't want it to have a lot of liquid in it, otherwise it won't seal well. So the steak is in the back seal bag, and I have it set up to seal in my vacuum sealer, and we're going to try and get as much air out of it as possible. There are other methods for doing this, like submersing it in water, and you don't really need a vac sealing machine, but I find that it comes in incredibly handy for saving food as well as using sous vide. And as you can see, I got a really great seal, so that the liquid in the sous vide water will touch all sides of the steak and it will sink right to the bottom of the pot once the pot heats up, which does take quite a while. So the Instant Pot did just pop on. I actually did reset it to cook for only 2 hours because it's a very thin steak and I don't want to overcook it. But as you can see, the water is ready, and we're going to stick the steak in. Carefully, the water is kind of hot, and make sure that you submerge the steak all the way underwater so that it gets covered on all sides by the water and the water can circulate around it, which is going to give you your perfect medium rare temperature. And now all you have to do is put your Instant Pot lid on and close it up, and we will be back in about 2 hours to check on our steak. And as the clock ticks down to 0, we will take it out and see exactly what our steak looks like. And when you sous vide a steak, don't expect it to look like much when it first comes out of the water. It's going to kind of look gray, and that's why you have to take it to the next level and sear your steak, because when you pull it out, it doesn't look lovely. It looks kind of gray, and it's not wet, but it looks kind of unattractive and unappealing. But it will look better once we sear it. So I have my cast iron pan heated up with some avocado oil, and I'm going to take the steak and I'm going to sizzle it on both sides of the steak for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, and that is going to change everything about this steak. It's going to look so much better. It's been sitting for about 2 minutes on one side, so we're going to give it a quick flip, and you'll see that the color is already changed on the other side of the steak. It's a little bit browner, and the juices are starting to seal in there, and that's going to make this steak so much better when we take it out and start to slice it. And we're going to let the steak rest for about 5 minutes before we cut it. But as you can see, the steak is a perfect medium rare all the way through. I'm going to use these slices of steak in a stir fry because the steak has some Asian seasonings. But as you can see, sous vide is a great way to cook a steak. If you want to check out LK Lifestyles channel, there's a couple other sous vide recipes that you might find interesting, like some sous vide tequila and a sous vide T-bone steak. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a really great day.